hand, poverty becomes one of the most prevalent indicators of academic achievement in our schools today. So my group members and I will present about the relationship between the poverty and psychological attribute, academic resilience and motivation to learn on academic achievement among B40 secondary students. As the numbers of students raised in poverty increase, it is vitally important that educators must be aware of the effects of poverty on students' academic resilience and motivation to learn in the classroom. Educators must incorporate proven strategies in order to help close the gap in the academic achievement between those raised in the poverty and those raised in affluent homes. The abstract will lead you the overview of this research.
Poverty can be defined as being below a threshold computed from within the populations of interest. In this context, we refer to B40, that is income below that 4,350. Academic resilience defined as a student's ability to sustain motivation and focus despite of stressful conditions.
Okay, first, let's see. What is the relation to SDG? One way to fight poverty is to make sure that all children attend school and also have an access to quality education. Academic resilience at this young age is very important to ensure that children can excel in study so that they can break the cycle of poverty.
For the background of study, students' academic achievement is a reform agenda towards quality education in Malaysia. In the 11 Malaysian Plan, the government used education as one of the strategy to boost B40 household income and to close socio-economic gap. There is also previous study that support family income does influence student achievement. The living environment and the culture of poverty often leave poor children with low levels of motivation to learn. Therefore, the government has come up with actions in order to reduce poverty among B40.
Problem statement. Socio-economic factor is a factor that enable the B40 family to provide basic facilities for their children, such as quality education, which will cause impacts on children in learning. This will also lead to poor cognitive stimulation among children, since low-income children tend to have fewer books and experience less reading at home. Most parents from B40 family were also unconcerned about their children's ability to read or write. It is being confirmed in a study by MEHAMMUD et al. 2021, which stated that all B40 Chinese, Malay and Indian students had minimal reading and writing skills. Besides, poverty can also contribute to significant stress on individuals and cognitive lags due to significant changes in brain structure in some areas, and hence compromising selective attention with implications for academic achievement.
The objective of the study are: number 1, to determine the relationship between poverty and academic achievement among B40 secondary students. Number 2, to determine the relationship between psychological attribute and academic achievement among B40 secondary students. And lastly, number 3, to determine the effect of poverty and psychological attribute on academic achievement among B40 secondary students.
In terms of literature review, many studies in the past years have found the link between poverty and psychological attributes to students' academic achievement. Household income and also household expenditure, as well as academic resilience and motivation, affect academic achievement. Studies found that less educated and lower income parents are less focused on education, which will affect secondary students as they are more reliant of their parents to provide financial and emotional supports. Students may also struggle to achieve the same level of academic achievement as their peers due to this.
When looking at the bulk of literature surrounding poverty in Malaysia, poverty is often associated with low academic achievements. This is due to cost of academic finance as well as a lifestyle that discourages learning. With the pandemic, it further prevents the B40 students from a privileged learning lifestyle. So far, studies on academic resilience and motivation has been conducted only among university and primary school students as shown in the slide. For this reason, we think that it is important to highlight high school students in the related study area.
Here are the theories that will be used throughout this study. This research is a quantitative approach. For sampling method, non-random sampling will be used. Through this approach, purposive sampling is adapted to select the sample. So, the sample of this research is B40 secondary students. The instrument used to collect the data of academic achievement is Modified Academic Performance Rating Scale APRS. Data will be tested using R-test and ANOVA. Then, data will be analyzed using latest version of SPSS.
So as a conclusion, we are truly committed to closing the achievement gap by alter our classroom environment, empower students and teachers, teach social skills, embody respect, create inclusive centers such as APS as shown in the video.
Selamat datang ke Kolej Matrikulasi Perak.